Welcome back, students. Today we are going to learn English grammar, and here we will learn module 7. Okay, now in this module 7, what is there? We will see. Now, here is a section name and what I will learn. Now, we will see what is this. In this section, first we will see dictation. Then, here is a listening audio, but we can't get, so we skip it. Now then, vocabulary. In this vocabulary, we will see use of to, to, then two and two. Then third is grammar section. In this section, we will see modal verbs and then auxiliary verbs also. Okay, means verb agreement. Then formal writing, editing sentences means frame sentences. Okay, sentence framing. And then last, creative writing, here story writing. So first section is dictation. Now here first word is I will speak it. I will say 9 words, so you listen carefully which word I say. Okay, so first word is sculpture. SCULPTURE, sculpture. Okay, then second is caterpillar. CATERPILAR. Third is chrysalis. CHRYSALIS. Fourth one is turquoise. TURQUOISE. It's turquoise. Okay. Then fifth is fragrant. FRAGRANT. Sixth is transparent. TRANSPERENT. Transparent. Seventh is substances. 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 Then unbelievable. Eighth number is unbelievable. 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 Then ninth word is furnace. FURNACE. This is furnace. Okay. Exercise number second. It's a listening exercise. So we can't get audio, so we can't do it. Now next is vocabulary. Here we will see use of TO2, then TWO2 and TOO2. The word to, TOO2 and TW2 sound exactly like one another but have very different meanings. Okay, these three words have same sound but its meaning are very different. Now TO2, it is a preposition. Yes or not? It's a preposition that helps to express direction or to show a particular condition. Now we can see here examples. He went to the market early yesterday. Then Rida likes to eat laddus. Okay. Now we can also give example of we like to go to school, to go. Okay. Now I like to play means this two, it's a preposition which shows particular condition or which express direction. Okay, then next two, look here, it's TWO2. It is a number, we all know it that TWO2, it's a notation of number 2. Okay, and it's used to show the number. Okay, So we will see the example. Chanda has eaten 2 biscuits today. And the second is, look here. Two of his friends were laughing loudly. Now here is, we can see the TW2. We can also give examples more than 2. It's also example. Okay. Uh, Suppose I purchase 2 pencils from shop. Now which 2 is here? TW2. Okay. You can also make many examples of this 2. Then next, third 2, TW2. It means also or to a large degree. This 2 is used. It's to a large degree or also, for also. Okay. Look here. Examples are, Neha loves chocolates and I love them too. मीन्स नेहा चॉकलेट्स को बहुत चाहती है और मैं भी चॉकलेट को बहुत चाहता हूँ, मैं भी. सो इट्स अल्सो, इट्स शोज अल्सो. ओके. एंड देन second one is, this house is too large for us. Now here this 2 is shows a large degree. Okay. So we have seen this TO2, which is shows direction. Then TW2, it's a number. And the TOO2, it's a use instead of also, or it shows a large degree. Okay. Now here exercise 3.1. Fill in the blanks with TO2, TWO2 or TOO2. Now first is, Ramila had dash dash meet Sham in the morning. Now what's the answer? Very good. TO2. Then second is, Zahir saw dash dash lovely roses bloom in his garden. Now look here, lovely roses. It's not a rose, it's a roses, means here many. So which 2 is here? Number 2, TWO2. Third is, I was invited to a party and my sister was dash dash. What? I was invited to a party and my sister also, means here we have to use TWO2. Okay. Then fourth, climb dash dash the top and wave the flag. Climb to the top. Where? To the top. Then fifth is, he has gone TWO2 here. He has gone for his time. Now where is the blank space? So we should write here TWO2. Too far this time. Too far this time, it shows a large degree. Okay. Then sixth is, his father came home and gave him dash dash oranges. Now tell me which 2 is here? Very good, TWO2. So first answer is, Ramila had, so you have to write here TO2. Then the Zahir saw 2 lovely roses. So here TWO2. Okay. Then sixth, I was invited to a party and my sister was too. मतलब मेरी sister को भी also. Okay. So here TWO2. Then climb dash dash to the top. Where? To the top. Then he has gone dash dash for this time. So what is here? TWO, too far this time. Okay. Now next, his father came home and gave him 2 oranges. TWO2. Okay. It's oranges are many. Okay. So TWO2. Sorry, TWO2. Next is, we will see here grammar section, verbs and helping verbs. Means, do you know verbs? Verbs are action words. Okay. Which actions we do, these are verbs. Okay. So, in the previous classes, we have learnt about these verbs or helping verbs. Now, look here. Verbs are action words. They show the action that the noun does or the state of being of the noun. For example, look here. Korla cooks very well. Then Subhash lives in Assam. Okay. This is the action of cooking. So it's action. This action word is a verb. And here live, rehna. This is verb. Okay. It's a state of this noun. State of being of the noun. Okay. Now helping verbs. Helping verbs means it's not an action word, but it helps to the main word verb. Main verb. Okay. Means it's do not show any action but help the main verb to complete its meaning. जो मेन वर्ब रहता है उसे उसका मीनिंग कंप्लीट करने के लिए ये हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स हेल्प करते हैं. ओके. सो दे आल्सो ऐड डिटेल or show the state of being of the noun. Helping verb also called auxiliary verbs. Okay. Which helping verbs are they? Am, are, is, was, were. These are the helping verbs. Helping means auxiliary verbs. Okay. Which we use before main verb. Now for example, we were going to the park. Now here main verb is going. And we use helping verb were. W-E-R-E, were. This is auxiliary verb. Okay. Now there is a forest here. Now here is. But here only here helping verb means auxiliary verb in this sentence. So this is helping verb or only verb because here is not a other verb. So this is verb. Now we will see the exercise. Here underline the main verb and circle the helping verb in the sentences given below. Okay. Now look here. Do you know my name? So can you tell me which is helping verb? Helping verb is do. What? Do. So we will circle it. Do. And the main verb is know. K-N-O-W. No. Okay. Then next is she is doing her best. Is helping verb. And the main verb is here doing is main verb. So circle the is and underline doing. Here also circle no, underline main verb. So we do properly. Here look here, main verb underline here no. Then do circle. Do is helping verb, so circle here. And she is doing her best. In the second, is helping verb. So circle here. And then doing is main verb. So underline here. Okay. Then Ravi and Sam are best friends. Now Ravi and Sam are best friends. Now tell me the which is helping verb. Are. So circle to are. Okay. And here is no main verb. So only circle to are. Okay. Now I am making eggs for dinner. I am making eggs for dinner. Now here am. It's helping verb. What is this? Helping verb. So circle it. And then making, it's a main verb, so underline it. Okay, so next here, modal verbs. First read the following sentences. What is here? May I use your phone please? May I use your phone please? Look here, may, M-A, why may? It's dark. Then second is, could my sister come along too? Now here, could is dark. Then third is, I can swim for an hour, but my brother cannot. Here is can and cannot are dark. Why it's dark? Because these are modal verb which shows ability and permission. Okay, so look here, modal verbs or helping verbs give additional information about the main verbs, which give information about main verb, okay, that follow them. Let us learn about the modal verbs of ability and for permission. Look here, modal verbs means which shows ability. What? Shows ability and also give information about the main verbs. These are modal verbs. Okay, so look here, one chart, modal verbs of ability. Now which are the modal verbs for ability? Means it shows ability. Now here look, can is ability auxiliary verbs, okay, which is used in present tense. I can play the guitar very well. I can, it shows ability. मैं गिटार अच्छे से बजा सकता हूँ, दिस इज शोज एबिलिटी, सो इट्स modal verbs of ability. Now Rima cannot play table tennis. Cannot, look here, it shows the ability of Rima. She cannot play table tennis, so it's a ability verb. Okay, now can you speak Spanish? Look here, again here one question, can you speak? What is this? It also shows ability. This can shows ability, so it's a modal verbs of ability. Now look here, could, which is used in past tense, it also shows ability. Gaina could walk when she was just 11 months old. What? Gaina could walk when she was just 11 months old. Okay, now look here, it's a past tense, and here in this past tense we can see here, instead of can we use here could. When in present tense, that time we use can, but when past tense, we want to speak about past tense, that time we should use could, could, could. Okay, now look here, negative sentence we will see, Megha could not write until she was 7. Could not, it also shows ability of past tense. Okay, then next question, could you read or write before verse 6? Could you, look here, here also ask about their writing, means it shows ability, so they ask question. Okay, so next here modal verbs for permission. In this last slide we have seen the modal verbs of ability. Now here we will see the modal verbs for permission. Now look here, which verbs used for permission? First is may. In your class, when you come in this side in the class, in that time you use some sentence. Which are they? May I come in or may I sit? Yes or not? So this may, it's used for permission. Can use for ability and may use for permission. Okay, so asking permission is here. Look here, asking for permission. May I borrow your book? We can also say that may I borrow your pencil? As we say in the class, may I come in? Yes or not? Then giving permission. You may borrow my book. जब हमें परमिशन देनी है, that time we use this may after the subject. Okay, so you may borrow my book. And then saying someone has permission means here third person which give permission to the other. Students may borrow an extra book from library tomorrow. Okay, this permission given by third person. Okay, so may is shows permission. It's a formal. Okay, now could. Could. In this we use it in the past tense. So could I take a leave tomorrow? Could I take a leave tomorrow? What is here? Could is used for permission. Yes or not? Could I take a leave tomorrow? It's used for past tense or in our future tense also. We always said that your back should be straight. Yes or not? Your teacher always say your back should be straight. That like that could is also used in present tense or future tense. Now we will see third one is MIGHT, might, extremely formal. It's a formal means its uses is very rarely. So might I give an idea? Might I give an idea? It's used very rarely. So here we see the third modal verbs may, could and might, which shows permission and it helps to main verb. Now look here. Modal verbs for permission, it's less formal. Now asking for permission, giving permission and saying someone has permission. As we have seen, can shows ability, yes or not? But we also use this can as permission or for permission. So look here. Can I watch the play tonight? Then giving permission, you can watch the play. Okay, and saying someone has permission, you can use the spare pencils kept in the box. These are three sentences which are asking for permission. This is can I watch the play tonight? Then giving permission, you can watch the play. And the saying someone has permission, you can use spare pencils kept in box. Okay, we can see the can which use for ability and also use for permission. Now next, here are sentence. It's verb agreement. A sentence is made up of three parts. Which three parts are there? First is subject. Look here. First is subject. It is what or whom the sentence is about. It is somebody who does the action. Subject means somebody who does the action. Subject is what or whom. When we ask the question to the sentence, what or whom, this is subject. And the verb, it is the activity or action of the subject. As I say, which action or activity we can do or we do, this is verb. Okay, action word is a verb. And then the object. What is object? It is the bearer of the action. It is the thing or the person who is acted upon. Okay, in in the sentences, subject, when we get subject, when we ask question to this sentence, what or whom, when we ask question to the sentence what or whom, that time we get subject. And verb is action word, as I say, verb is action word, and the other sentence is object. Okay, now look here. Now rules of the subject verb agreement. What are the rule? First is, a singular subject takes a singular verb, while a plural subject takes a plural verb. So look here. The boy throws a ball. Sorry. The boy throws a ball. Here boy is singular subject. Okay. So it's a third person. The boy is third person. So we add s to the verb. It's necessary when we speak about third person, that time we add s to the verb. Okay, the boy throws. Look here, throws. Why we add s here? Because the boy is third person, so boy throws a ball. Okay, now look here, rule second. Two singular verb subjects connected by or, either, or, and, neither, nor. Okay, two singular subjects connected by or, either, or, and neither, nor require a singular verb. Look here, if in the sentences there are two subjects, that time these are connected with or, then either or, otherwise neither nor. Okay, however, if one of the two subjects is plural and it's closer to the main verb than the singular subject, then the verb will be plural. Okay, means if one of the two subject is plural, means out of these two subject one subject is plural, that time is closer to the main verb. What is? These are closer to the main verb than the singular subject, and this is the verb will be plural. Because of this plural subject, the verb also is plural. So example is here. Look here, rule 2. Example we can see, my uncle or aunt is arriving today. My uncle or aunt, look here, the singular subject connected by or, okay, is arriving today. Arriving is main verb, is is a auxiliary verb. Okay, then second is, neither Mary nor her children, neither Mary nor her children want to come to the park. Here are two subjects. First subject is Mary and second subject is her children. This connected by neither nor. Okay, neither Mary, सिर्फ मेरी ही नहीं, उसके चिल्ड्रन भी नहीं, want to come to the park, वो पार्क में आना नहीं चाहते. Then last, neither Mary nor her children want to come to the park. Now Third is either my brother or sister has made the bed. Look here. Here two subjects, my brother or sister. Okay. This connected with either or. Either or. Two subjects connected by either and or. Okay. Either my brother or sister has made the bed. These are the rule number second. We will see the number rule 3. Which rule is here? Use a plural verb with two or more subjects connected by and. अगर सेंटेंस में एक से ज़्यादा सब्जेक्ट है, प्लूरल है, तो आपको जो वर्ब है वो भी क्या यूज़ करना है? प्लूरल में करना है. ओके. यूज़ अ प्लूरल वर्ब विथ टू और मोर सब्जेक्ट्स. एक से ज़्यादा सब्जेक्ट है, दो से ज़्यादा सब्जेक्ट है, तो आपको प्लूरल ही यूज़ करना है वहाँ पे. आपको जो वर्ब है वो. नाउ एग्जाम्पल. कबीर एंड सुमन आर फ्रेंड्स. Look here, Kabir and Suman, there are two friends. So, we use are, A-R-E, are. It's an auxiliary verb. And when we say about two person, that time we use are. It's a plural verb. Okay, so we use are here. Next, Meher and Mihir go to school together. Look here, Meher and Mihir go to school together. Here it's an action of our daily routine. So we use go. Okay. Now next is, first we add s to make nouns plural and remove the s to make them singular. Okay. Use the helping verbs is, does and has with singular nouns. When the noun is singular, that time we use is, does and has. But use the helping verbs are, do and have when the subject plurals. Okay, the subject is plural. Now next is here, let us now correct the sentences we read earlier. So look here, some sentences are here which are incorrect, but we will see how it's correct. Okay, first, he cooked dinner for his family. Now he is a third person. Okay, so we add s to the verb. So correct sentence, look here, he cooks dinner for his family. Here incorrect, what is here? Cook. It's an incorrect verb. When we add s here, that time it's correct. He is singular subject, so the singular verb cooks should be used. When we talk about third person, he, she, it, that time we add s to the verb. Okay, it's reminded. Then second, your sister talk a lot for her age. Okay, you now correct sentence, what is? Your sister talks a lot for her age. What is here? Again we can see that we add s to the verb talks. Here correction is talk, and here we can see that we add s. Your sister talks. Your sister means is, this subject is not in front of the speaker. जो बोल रहा है उसके सामने वो person नहीं है. Your sister means it's a third person. So use s when we talk about third person. So add s to the verb here like this. Then third, the girls walks to the college every day. Now here look, the girls walks. Here correction is walks. Here is girls. Girls means it's many. Okay, more than one. So when the subject is more than one, that time we can't add s to the verb. That time we use only main verb. Look here, the girls walk to the college every day. What is the girl? When the subject is plural, look here, the girl, that time we can add s to the verb, walks to the college every day. Look here, when the subject is plural, means more than one, that time we add, sorry, that time we can't add s. But when the subject is singular, that time we add s to the subject. And when we talk about third person, that time we should use s to the main verb. Okay, girls is a plural subject. Okay, while walks is a singular verb. So correct the sentences, we should use walk, which is a plural verb, and girl, which is a singular subject. Okay, now third is the children swims well. Now look here, children, children means more than one. So here not a swims, we should use only swim. So remove s here, it's a correct sentence. Then the child swims well. Now when we use child, it's only one child, that time we can add s to the main verb. Okay, so it's your sentence framing, editing sentences. Okay, so today we have learned about use of to, two and two. Then verbs and helping verbs. Helping verbs means auxiliary verbs. These are is, am, are, were, was, have, has. These are auxiliary verbs. Okay, and verbs means these are the action words. Action words are verbs. Okay, then we have seen modal verbs and sentence framing. I hope you understood this lesson, and your homework is write answers of each exercise and do complete formal writing, creative writing. Okay, I will send it in return. So thank you. Bye.